Let's look at how to insert date and time on your web page. Into web development in a Microsoft Publisher, we want to exhaust how to put date and time on your page. So uh, in that same aspect, let's try to go into uh, all programs by clicking on or placing on window button. Then we get the available programs by going to all apps. Then we go straight to Microsoft Office. Under Microsoft Office is where we shall get Microsoft Publisher. From Microsoft Office, then then let's go to Office Publisher. So when we have reached onto this, a new page is prompted. Here we have got onto Microsoft Publisher. Under Microsoft Publisher, we leave all these templates onto banners, award certificates. We have exhausted most of these into our different tutorials. Then we shall go straight down to W, which is website. They are arranged in alphabetical order. You go to W, which is website, and then through websites you can pick the favorite, or you can pick the one that may make sense to you, or that may look good, or that may bring the essence of what you want to build. Because before you come into building the site, you have to make sure that you have planned well. So if you have already planned what you want to do, it will make you to save, it will help you to save a lot of time. You have to know exactly which colors do the company that I'm developing a website, they are usually used in onto their documents, or into their way of branding their products, or their blended colors. It might be any color. So in here you may want to put more emphasis on the color scheme. You may have to put emphasis here on color scheme. So the color scheme will help you. So in here, when we continue to look into color scheme, you may look for exactly the one that may bring that feel in the, so it might be, let's say, let's choose this as the color scheme, or you may continue uh, to change to something else. Let's see, maybe use this. So if you have reached here, it means that you have already chosen the colors of the particular project that you want to develop. So you can load it to become the first page. So in here we have passed through phases of what this means. You can choose any. Let's say those are the 4 pages, then you say okay. So right now we have already got what we want. We have come up with our site. Upon bringing the site, we are having, remember this is a template, it has features that can be either changed, or you can leave them as they are. So in here, you may want to keep making changes as you may as well need. You may continue to have those changes in the bid that you may preferably want them to appear. You may continue to come up with briefly what you may wish to do with your site. Mm, um, you may say event date. So you want this date to be, for instance, automatic. So if you increase on the, if time is updated, still your site will also update. So 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 event, let's say event date, it's the date that we want to show up, and this date, the problem with it, it will have to or the it cannot be event date. We can say current date, to date today, date today. So date today. So when someone comes, uh, so date today. You want your client to see the date immediately when he or she loads up on on the page. So what you have to do, you may come here and say insert date. insert date. When you just click on insert date, it will tell you that insert a date stroke time field. Click in a text box. So you cannot just lay this date and time just there. You need to have first to create. So you have to come and say insert text box. You have to first include the text box here, which will host the date and time. Then when the text box is still active, when the cursor is still blinking here, then you come and say insert date and time. So date and time will come. Then you will choose the exact date that you want according to the updates. So when you try to look keenly here, though my system cannot show date, right, but the date is here in the corner, though my settings were lower than this, so my date is not current, is not correct, is a little bit forward, more forward. So it counts 2075. Well, if you put your clock right, it will be also right. So it will keep updating. So you have to show here. It is showing language English, which is United States. You can choose any other, but that's what we have right now. It should be updated automatically. So the system will, if the system updates, if they change the date, even the date on your website will change. So that is it. So it will be automatically. Then you can say okay. So the date here will keep updating in accordance to the system to the system updates. The more the system is updated, the more uh, the, the 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 date will change. Still, we can come here and say insert, and we choose another format, insert date and time. The other one was not showing time, so you can pick the one that shows time like this. Then you say okay. So you can see that our date is at least more visible to us right now. You can see the time and all that is needed for someone to feel that the site is developed to a good or proper capacity. So we have changed. So it will keep updating as our uh, computer system is also showing or is updated. So briefly, those are some of the nitty-gritties that you can put into your your website to continue have uh, the, the 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 more advanced way of trying to develop your site so it can keep developing or grow to a level that is more advanced. So you can leave this as your date and time. So briefly, we can end here for now. That is it when it comes to developing date and time onto your web page under Microsoft Publisher Web Development. Briefly, that is it.